this kid, Justin Combs, which is Diddy's son, is getting hit with a lawsuit for $190,000 because supposedly he has a Bentley Bentayga. If you guys don't know what a Bentley Bentayga is, I can show you here. It's a luxury car. It's probably goes for like $300,000. It's this truck right here. Yep, it's this right here. This is a Bentley Bentayga, suggested amount $200,000. I guess this is like the lower end, right? We can check what the MSRP is on one of these things. MSRP. They're running for, okay, up, it goes up to $339,000. So anyways, Justin Combs has one of these SUVs, and supposedly he hasn't been keeping up with his payments for the last couple of months. Now, supposedly his payment, it says it around here, he agreed to make 42 payments of $3,365, which is supposedly since December 20th of 2023, he has failed to be making payments. And if you guys think about it, $3,300, you know what I mean? And it's been since December that he hasn't paid for it. We're talking about what? 11 months, you know, 3,300 times 11 months. That's, you talking about $36,000. But for some reason, they're requesting the full amount, right? Ain't that something, right? Like now they just like, they don't want their 36,000. They want whatever is owed to them, right? I guess the full amount, which is a sum of $172,000. Or I guess that maybe he's had the car and he's never paid for it. That's the only thing that I'm also thinking. But yeah, he's getting sued for $172,000, and it's kind of weird to me because it's like, bro, why isn't he paying for his car? Like $3,300 a month. Diddy's son, you would think that shouldn't be an issue, right? We do know that Diddy can't be going broke because at the end of the day, he is paying for these. Well, I'm not saying that he is broke, but he literally just paid $20 million in his Miami home. He paid off his property right before he got arrested. I mean, Diddy was at one point a billionaire. Obviously, he ain't that no more, being that he doesn't own Revolt TV. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, man, there still has to be a fat sum of cash coming in for Diddy on a monthly basis. I would think that at least he's making a couple mil, right? But supposedly, this whole legal thing is costing him millions a month. It's in the millions. So imagine that, you know, it's like no matter how much money you make, hey, listen, if your expenses are more than what you're making, then you're putting yourself in the hole at the end of the day, which I think at somewhat that is what Diddy's doing right now. Like he's probably spending way more. Think about it. He's not outside. He's no longer part of Ciroc and De Leon, which were putting a fat chunk of money in his pocket. Revolt TV really wasn't a big deal because from what I heard, Revolt TV wasn't even making money within the last couple of years. It was something where like they were just keeping it afloat, you know. Justin Combs denied intentionally skipped the car payments. According to Justin's attorney, he did not default on the car's lease bills on purpose due to an address change. Justin did not receive his bill, which resulted in, nah, bro, we don't want to hear this, bro.
Get him out of here!
Bro, you know damn well you got a $3,300 payment a month. Like, come on, man. You ain't pay your car in 8-9 months, so you ain't drive. I mean, maybe, right? I ain't gonna speak because maybe these guys, you know, they're super rich, right? And at the end of the day, they're probably like got so many cars. I mean, maybe he has his car and it's been sitting for a year in some property or house that he doesn't even go to no more. It could be, right? You know, you got so many cars, it gets to a point where you just don't care. So yeah, it's $172,000 in missed payments and supposedly $13,000 in interest fees, which brings the sum up to $190,000. Supposedly, let me see. So yeah, man. It says here, yeah, this is the car right here. New Bentley Bentayga V8 with. All right, so it's a new Bentley Bentayga, but it doesn't say the year here. Justin and his JDC Holdings Group. The deal occurred in January of 2022. All right. So listen, man, I don't know what's going on, bro. I'll be honest. I don't know, man. Like, how isn't that? I don't think that they're going broke. I think they have more than enough money. I just think that he probably forgot, you know, all this stuff going on. You know, his father recently, you know, going through what he's going through. Or maybe, you know, Diddy was making the payment on that thing, and Diddy probably knew what was gonna go down, and Diddy's like, I ain't paying for that no more. You know what I mean? Like, from what I heard, Diddy knew that this was coming over a year ago, even way before his home was made.